live?
We are live again.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Hi, everyone.
We're gonna have to get everyone back in here.
We need to plug the router directly into the computer.
Yeah.
I think. This happened last week, and let's see. It's live?
It is live. Everybody's just gonna have to come back.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think we're gonna miss those chats. But it's all right. They know from last week. They'll probably come back.
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right, we got Patricio back. I'm assuming more people are gonna be coming back. Sorry about that. We apologize. Had a Wi-Fi crash real quick. Yeah, the Wi-Fi here is it's not that good. We live in the woods, kind of.
There's only one. There's only one provider.
Yeah, every once in a while it goes out, and every once in a while the power also goes out.
Yeah.
So.
That's weird. I'm not seeing it yet.
Yeah, there's Jenna though.
Yeah.
But they can't see the chat or the video.
The actual live video.
Oh, it should be a new one. It shouldn't be the old one.
Hey, Berndt, that's the headphones quickly. Should I turn it off?
There we go. All right, we're back.
Yeah, we'll just give everybody a minute to come back. We apologize. Seems like we're getting most of them back, though. Yeah. All right, so yeah, we can just keep going with the comments. I hear. I think we're good. So, you need HughesNet. Justin says, "I'm not."
What's
that?
HughesNet? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
We have Optimum down here, and it's just you can't get anything else.
Yeah.
Why is it Ken and I up on the screen for all the Walker expert panel?
The plan is to eventually get more of these joint lives. This was our first one. I think this is your guys' first one too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're learning, figuring it out how to get people on here. So it's a good start. I see.
No, I'll come.
I have it moved over here though because the camera's up there.
Okay. All right. That's better.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're working our technical difficulties now.
All right. So we got.
Steve, you forgot to pay your internet bill. That's on auto pay at the beginning of every month.
Yeah.
It's just. We'll talk about Wi-Fi. We'll make that a topic one week.
Yeah, we should. Our YouTube freaked out before because the stream cut out on the phone and on our computer. Cottom says. You guys got a comment there from Kenny saying hello to Brandon Jr.
Hey, Brandon. Say hello to Ken.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Our satellite internet.
Say hi.
KLC Ken says he doesn't do free lives. He needs $5,000 for an appearance. Wish we had that to pay you. That means we'd be doing pretty good on YouTube. Both of us. Mailbox Man says, "Do you have a 1996 internet router or the woods block the Wi-Fi?" I think it's the woods.
It's the woods.
Yeah.
It's crazy where we are. The last storm we got like a dusting, and 2 houses up got 3 inches of snow.
Oh.
And it's literally, you can see it out the front door, so it's crazy, the elevations and stuff here. What are you doing?
Get a drink.
Yeah, we haven't got. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Nothing plowable. That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Doug with first response says, "What is snow?" Nobody knows what snow is this winter. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
We're gonna start this early, I think.
Oh, definitely.
We're looking forward to it. We could have been outside today doing something with the 50s out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I was out with my.
April.
Fuck.
Wait, you're still on. It's back. It's back. We're good.
Did they just hear?
They just need to go. We should be back on. I think we lost them though. That might have not been us. Just tell them to use the link again.
Here, you talk to him. He probably hate us now. We heard it, Steve. That's all right.
Alright, it's not a PG channel.
This Wi-Fi thing is driving me nuts. My wife works from home, and the internet is always.
It's horrible.
We'll take a commercial break.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why they just disappeared.
Did we kick? Did I get?
I don't know. It might have not been us.
Damn.
Because they said that they heard that.
Okay, let's get them.
Dang, I feel bad. I was trying to get this to work.
Did you guys get kicked off? Because it's still on for us.
I don't know. It just says that we're not on anymore. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to join it.
Tell them to try the link.
Server rejected your connection.
Oh God, sorry.
And now they're saying that you guys are cutting out too.
Really?
I think we're good.
They heard me curse.
That word just got you
Damn.
demonetized.
I said.
One guy just wrote that word got you demonetized.
Sorry guys, we're trying to figure this out. Yeah, we're trying to figure this out.
Did it kick you guys off again?
No, we're on.
We're still on.
We're on right now. That link is not working?
No. Let me try again.
Vicky's stream seems fine.
The server's rejected your connection.
Dang.
I'll make a new link and we'll text it to you.
Then make sure you're not connected to another browser.
Cottam says he thinks there's an issue with YouTube and not us.
It could be because that
It could be.
happened one night to a few other YouTube channels.
Yeah.
The live, I don't think they've perfected the live stream yet.
Yeah, it's very touchy. Do we want to send him the new link?
Yeah.
Yeah, here, let me type it down.
Yeah.
I'll text you the new link. Sorry, guys. I was gonna say we didn't lose internet connection, so I don't know why that happened. Bear with us, guys. I'm sorry about this on the live. Just trying to get them back in here.
Okay.
I just let them know I have to contact them.
Yeah, Renee's gonna put my son to bed because he's
Okay.
anxious.
Steve, you just got us demonetized.
Actually,
No, I'm joking.
can they see us?
Yeah, you can keep talking if you want.
Yeah, I'm back. I just had to say a prayer for my sin. Oh, the dog's barking. This isn't going so well, Jim.
No. Is that an L or an I?
It's an L, Jim.
Okay.
Makes this.
Did you send a link?
I am sending it right now.
I'll take her out, Jim.
All right. Apologize about this once again. All right, try that.
I send it to my computer.
Oh, shoot.
Do you need me to text you again on it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Go ahead and try that.
What the hell? Stream not found.
Really? Oh. Hang on. I think it was just because I couldn't tell the difference between some of the letters, so let me try one more time. I'm gonna send you a new one last time.
Hey.
Is it going?
Oh, I'm still sending it to him. You can read the comments, Steve, because they're still coming in. This will get perfected one day.
No.
Oh, it's tough. Technology. Go ahead, try that one. We got some comments here. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook all just had issues too, is what Tom said.
Oh, really?
He said all of them do.
Brennan, please go with Mom. Renee, please grab him.
Alright, so, yeah, KLC Ken says YouTube's kind of weird for lives this time of day. 5 to 7 is hard.
I'll be back in a minute.
How many live viewers does it take to plug in an internet wire? More than 4. That's funny.
No, it's on our end. Is it the Wi-Fi still, or?
I think we're good. I just sent them the link.
Okay.
Alright, so I don't see you guys.
Did you, did you try the link?
Yeah, I clicked it and it just shows me.
Do you have to add them in
I
again?
don't know. Yeah, I don't see you either. It says that you're not in.
Okay, let me try this again.
Yeah. Channels is checking in. Hello, how you doing? Patricio says to you, Brendan, that you should try to refresh the page. He had to do that also. It cut out on him. Maybe YouTube's just having a problem right now.
So I'm back up on the screen and it's just me.
That's strange. It just says on my end that I do not see, I just don't see that you're in.
If I just go on YouTube?
You can try.
Hang on. Hell. Yeah, this link that you sent me not working.
I'll send one. I'll generate one more. I'll try one more.
Are you guys still alive?
Yes, we are. I don't know what this is. Channels might be going in timeout here.
What happened?
Somebody's spamming the chat right now. What is this? What is going on here? What?
What happened?
What is this? This person just spammed the chat and everybody's like, who is this? No, I'm definitely person just that in timeout.
Channels? Mailbox Man says, Channels, you're currently being evicted from your home. I know. Where'd that guy? Stay calm. Who is this guy? Yeah, who is that guy?
He's in timeout.
Hi.
Hey, you sent me the link on my phone, right?
I also sent it to you, but that's the old one. Why did this disappear? I don't know why. Just now it's not even giving me the option to bring them back. This is very strange. We need some YouTube technicians.
A view's a view, right?
Yeah, Cottom's is saying YouTube definitely is messed up right now.
It's gotta be.
Yeah. That is so weird. I mean, it's not even letting me click on his thing. What if we just did this? What if we just got you in on a Zoom call?
How do I do that?
I will send you a link And
Jim, these links aren't working.
no. Well, I guess this is got to be a little.
My computer explodes.
Yeah, no more links.
No, we can just get them on a link and then that'll work.
Okay, let's try it out.
Okay.
What do we got to lose?
I guess we don't.
Tell Brendan it's not about reload that. I guess we push you into a grave. What is your dog doing, Jim?
Just put her in the cage.
Come on, you're stuck over here.
Just give me 1 sec. I'm getting it through. We're running a little late on our trivia too. We'll push that off till 7:30.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock or whatever. Yeah, it's fine. We're definitely gonna get you guys back in here. Don't worry.
We're only gonna do this live with them. If somehow it doesn't work, we'll just end it.
All right.
Who's texting me? We will figure this out, yes.
Yep.
Jimmy's gonna send a link. Stop barking.
All right.
Jimmy, you send it to my computer or my phone?
I'm gonna send it to your computer. I'm just still generating the link. How do you get the link?
Oh my goodness. Yes, we're better. We're better at cutting grass. Ken says restart the computers. We may resort to that in a second.
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid restarting it because then we're gonna lose some people on the live stream. I think.
The link doesn't work. It's a trap. What is this dog doing, Jim? Stolen energy. Oh my god, Jim. What in the heck?
Oh my god. New meeting.
Are you guys still our friends?
Yeah.
Can anybody hear me on the chat?
Oh, he just looked it up on Google. He said there's an issue in the whole East Coast.
Oh, seriously?
Dang.
Well, you guys can see us. So that definitely wasn't our fault. What the heck was that? But should be able to. Oh, all right. It's coming over the link.
Yes, yes, Brandon, we hear you. Ken says. All right.
Okay.
Here comes the link. Just gotta-
Bear with me, guys. I'm waiting for a link to come
Yeah,
in.
we just need your social security number and your credit card.
Sure. No problemo.
Here's your email on here.
All right, we almost got this worked out.
Yeah, we.
You hear me on the phone.
He only hears you guys. What is Channels is back. What is going on? That's probably our cousin. Can you guys still hear us?
All right.
You can only hear
I'm
Brandon on the
texting
phone.
it to you right now.
And now they're both
Try
gone.
that.
And now they both gone?
Steve, we can hear you. Okay, Jenna can hear us. Not Channels again.
Channel. Steve, put it in the
Ask me
cage.
to download the program.
Yeah, go ahead and download it. It's easy to do. Oh.
Channels don't start again.
He's gonna join this. I'm gonna screen share it so he'll be on the thing.
Alright. Yeah, the mailbox man can go to the blackmail route if channel starts again.
Yeah.
Alright.
You get in? Oh, yep. All right. You should. All right. You should be in. Just make sure that your video is showing, because I see that you're in, but I don't see you.
Hello?
I hear you.
We hear you.
I don't see you.
Hit start.
No, you're not supposed to see me. I just need to see you.
Did it turn this off?
Okay. So I'm not supposed to see you.
No.
Okay. Can you guys see me?
I can just hear you. I can't see you.
Oh, boy.
Does he have to hit start?
He has to hit start video.
What do I do?
There should be a spot in the bottom left that says start video next to the mute button.
There
Oh,
we
I see
go.
you. I can see you. Okay, cool.
All right. Now he's gonna send you
All
another
right.
link. What are you gonna do? Screen share it?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can turn that off.
Okay. We're gonna hang up now.
Okay.
This is like the most roundabout way to do this, but okay, he should be on the screen. I see him.
So weird. It's so weird because I'm staring at a blank screen.
Yeah, that's fine. So now what you're gonna do, Brandon, is go to our YouTube live and you'll watch it there.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Jimmy just pulled a trick out of his hat.
So you guys can all see him
And here.
and hear him.
Brandon will have to watch on YouTube. It will be delayed. Yeah, it's a little delayed.
Okay. But you can hear us, right? In person?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, so I guess we'll just do this is how we're gonna have to get it to go. For now.
I just got to get used to staring at a dark screen.
Yeah, you can read the comments. Let me get her.
I'm taking my seat back here. Okay. The power of
Brandon's volume is a bit too loud.
So just turn the volume on the. Turn this down. It's coming out of the speaker.
Oh, okay.
Okay. How about now?
Yeah, who is Channels?
Yeah, who's this channels guy?
Who said the volume? Here, definitely put him in
I got it.
timeout. No, you can't do it from there. You gotta go on the web.
All right. You do it.
No, you can't do it from there. You gotta go on the web.
All right. You do it.
Ken says I'm clear now. He can see my nose hairs.
Okay, he's in timeout.
Ken says I'm clear now.
Okay. All right.
All right, so we're good. We'll just have to make do like this. So let's see. We can just keep the comments going.
Go back in timeout. I hear and see now. Nice cat, Brandon, says Gerald. Welcome.
Thank you. Courtesy of Ziggy's Lawn and Landscape.
We have ours right behind us, right there, hanging up on the wall. Channel is not cool. Brandon's stream looks better than Ziggy. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
There's one heck of a delay. So if there's a delay, if I'm answering a question or talking, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Looking good now, boys. Maybe he hacked the stream, Channels guy. Over that.
I don't know. That was the weirdest thing, though. It was like fighting us on that.
Yeah.
That wasn't us, like on our end. It was just on the program.
You know, things happen. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
All right, now that we got everything rolling, there might be a little bit of a delay, but let's get some questions rolling. Maybe Channels is the fake Cottoms from last week.
Oh
I
yeah.
got that message on the giveaway. Someone
was trying to steal his prize.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, you never know these days.
I mean, going into springtime now, MB Gamer. Yeah.
Oh.
That's who that was, maybe.
Yeah. He's not back today.
Yeah. But will the delay mess up trivia?
So the delay won't mess up trivia. It'll be the same thing it always has been. Obviously, Brendan won't be playing this time because some of the questions are his.
We will
I don't know, I'll
just
probably still get them wrong.
Yeah.
springtime. Let's go.
Go.
We can talk about spring.
Spring
Ask
cleanup.
any
spring-
one of us here. Ask Brandon. Ask ourselves. Anything going into the season?
Yeah.
Equipment.
I did an estimate today, guys. I was really pumped to get out there and do a first estimate of 2023, and I'm like, let's get the season going because it's been a very bad season for us. There's no snow, you know, it's been crazy here, so we're ready to get back to work.
Yeah, the winter's
What was the
been pretty
estimate
bad.
for? Was it for like a spring cleanup or?
Spring/fall cleanup.
Okay.
They didn't do their leaves. The grass was tall. You know, a lot of leaves, big job. And I'm like, hey, we'll get right on it if you want it done. We got good weather. So we're ready to get back at it, you know.
If they go for your quote, is that something you can jump on like ASAP with the weather being so nice?
Yeah, we got good weather here in Massachusetts. It's going to be in the 40s and 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it's a very big job. I may even rent a Skag Windstorm to help get it done.
It's good.
But yeah, you guys will see it on camera if we end up getting the job. So we'll definitely film it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We're looking forward to your, is it part 3 of your Walker startup of the motor rebuild?
Yeah. So I haven't forgotten about that. You know, you guys see my garage. I got it full of machines that need work.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm in the process of filming the right stander, rebuilding the engine on that.
Your current one?
Tore
Or an
into
older
that.
one?
Trying to get that done. I'll have part 3 coming to the Walker soon. Just gotta crack down and start filming, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Trying to juggle a lot of things at once right now. Trying to get the addition done on my house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got the trailer axles issued that I've started working on.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I won't give it away, but I'm working on a video with that.
Yeah, save it all for your videos. Don't give it away to anyone.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've been busy every day, pretty much, either wrenching on machines, you know, just wrapping my head around what's got to get done.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to kick 2023 off with a bang, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Same here.
Yeah, you guys are in a great position too. I love the fact that you guys mailed out all your contracts. That's key. That's awesome. You know, you guys inspired me to get the ball rolling too, and get the flame under my butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2023, if you can make it through, we've been saying this last live too, if you can make it through last year and you're here to tell the story, best way is to just dive right into the year and go full force.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it as well.
Well, Flaherty Lawn Care, I think he's out of Massachusetts. Let me know if I'm right on that.
He said, "What's up, guys? When you starting spring cleanups? Winter was a no-show." Yeah, if you recognize some of the users that might be up by you, feel free to read their comments and go right for it, answering them. We're gonna start our spring cleanups probably mid-March, March 17th, 18th, whatever that week, that Monday would be. That's what we're shooting for, at least, as long as there's no snow coming at the last, no snowstorms coming at like the last minute. But who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what happens there?
Yeah, so O'Flaherty's out of Attleboro. Yeah, I've seen him around. Town. How
Oh,
you
he's up by
doing?
you
Thanks for
guys,
joining
okay.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see some local guys in here too.
I'll read 2 real quick that were up high before we lose them.
Yeah.
Patricio says, "Are you guys gonna do daily videos?"
That could be a question for both of us.
Yeah, we'll both answer this one. We will. We're gonna do our best because it's just weird. It's in the winter time and there's no snow. We don't do snow, but like, it's just repair videos, and we're like a landscape channel, so we're trying to show us fixing our stuff and doing stuff in the office. But we want to really get back out there and actually make. We're gonna shoot for maybe 4 videos a week, 3 to 4,
try.
with still seeing how we can do these lives when we're busy.
There'll be a lot more content to film.
Yeah, it'll be a lot easier to film what we're actually doing with work rather than make videos about just fixing stuff all winter.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
what about you guys? You guys just watching you guys over the past few months towards the end of the season, since we discovered you guys' channel, you guys do a lot of videos. Working.
Yeah, we'll be ramping up the video production once we get going with the season.
Yeah.
You know, I was kind of hoping to have a lot of good snow plowing videos for everyone to see.
Yeah.
But there's no snow to plow.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of a dud this season, and you know, just been staying busy wrenching on machines and throwing out a video here and there. But yeah, we'll be back into the swing of things once we kick off our season. I think we'll be back to work next month. And you know, if we get a snowstorm in between then, cool, we'll film it. You know.
Yeah.
But either way, I think we're going to be back to work next month.
That's great. We have Justin. He sent me. Justin Daly is down by us down here in Jersey. He sent us a link of a cheaper Skag windstorm that's actually used on Facebook.
Okay.
The guy, I think it had a couple hundred hours, maybe 150 or 200 hours on it, and he wanted $8,000 for it. And it's still for sale. I did message him, seeing if he would budge a hair, but that's a tough amount of cash to shell out for a piece of equipment.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
it's tough too. I mean, we're definitely going to get one by the fall. Another one since we sold the Hurricane, but we want to put it through the business and probably either just buy it straight up with from the dealer, so we have a good tax write-off. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's a weird time for him to be selling his leaf blower, so we have the upper hand if he wants to drop on price. But he's asking $8,000 if you guys want to. I'll send you the link if you had any interest in it.
I wouldn't have interest in it, but maybe someone else in the chat would.
Yeah.
Steve, my plan this year is to run super lean.
Yeah, that's what we were talking with you guys on the phone the other day.
Yeah, you know, we're trying to recoup from a bad 2022. And, you know, with the 2-month drought we had and no mowing for 2 months, it really put a dent in our wallet. And with having no snow, I mean,
and
honestly,
you're overseeding too, right?
We got a lot of money to recoup.
Yeah, you said you're overseeding too in September, right? It was wiped out, and your aerations and stuff.
Yeah, everything was wiped out due to water bans because the drought was so bad that everything got the water reserves were gone pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, they put a ban on the overseeding.
Yeah.
We weren't able to put as many new lawns in. Thank God we service, you know, quite a few towns. Every town was different. But yeah, it put a hurting on everybody in the industry in my area. You know, you talk to anybody that's in the landscape biz, that's in, you know, Massachusetts region, industry in my area, they tell you the same thing. Yeah, everybody, you know, the landscape biz, that's in, you know, Massachusetts region, industry. We're going to be running as lean as we can.
That's a great plan going into the year. We are, we're not financing anything up until the windstorm, which we know we're going to need in the fall. And we're still mulling over the Skag 61 V-Ride, a new one, but it's just, I don't know. I keep finding them popping up on Facebook, and it's a decent month to get good deals on stuff. Being that it's February, but
so my new theory is finding stuff with blown motors.
Yeah.
You know, because in most cases they're rebuildable. You know, and a lot. I'm going to be going down that route. I think if I do buy anything, it's probably going to be something that needs work. That I can be into for short dough.
Yeah.
Rebuild the engine or fix whatever's broken on it. And put it to work. You know.
For sure.
But yeah, I can't afford to go out and buy a you know, what is it, $13,000 windstorm, something like that.
Yeah,
it's
the price is,
I think it's like 12.8.
yeah,
It's up a couple grand from last year, which is just
crazy.
nuts.
The price of everything, all these machines is way up.
Yeah.
You know, like even the Walker mowers are like almost 26,000 here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, you got to cut a lot of grass to pay that off.
Yep. Yeah, 26 grand for a lawnmower. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, when we built Renee's Panther, it was paid off in the first week. No, the first 2 weeks we used it. that makes me feel better.
For sure. Yeah.
I can't dump 26K on a lawnmower.
It's nuts. It's a car. You could get a decent, like, daily driver, nothing crazy, but a basic car for that price. And drive it every day versus the walker. Depends on if you use it in the winter, but that's just it's a crap ton of money to shell out.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of guys, maybe not just in the Massachusetts area, but a lot of guys in the Northeast probably going to run lean this year. Because, a lot of people I'm talking to had a drought too. It wasn't just Massachusetts. And a lot of people that I'm talking to didn't have a good season either.
Yeah, down here also. I mean, we're only a few hours south of you, but our August was no rain and just burnt to a crisp. Every lawn was just crusty, nothing, burnt out to nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of guys are nervous too. What's going on with the economy and everything else. Lawn care is a luxury. It is a necessity, and
exactly.
If people can save a buck, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the way I think about it. And then we got a different approach this year.
Yeah, for sure.
I told Renee, and me and Renee talked about it. We're not going to leave any money on the table this year.
For sure, there's no need to. And the thing is too, if homeowners want to cut their own lawn, they're going to go buy a mower. That's through the roof too with price. Even from the big box stores, the prices are still way up.
And they're going to realize that when they come home too from work, that it's just they don't really want to do it.
Yeah,
but.
I mean, we'll read some more of these. How's the weight loss going, Brandon? Last I know, you were down 4 pounds. That was on your live stream, right? A couple weeks ago?
Yeah, so I'm proud to announce I'm down 11 pounds as of right now.
Really? Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've had the diet of a champion so far. It hasn't been easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been eating clean. Yeah. I'm really motivated to get the weight down.
That's awesome.
And, because I had a plethora of health problems from being overweight, and can't have that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm only 35, and I felt like I was 75.
So you're down another 7 pounds from your live, which was what? Was it 2 weeks ago or a week and a half or something?
Yeah, a little over a week and a half.
Yeah, that's a good number then.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pushing almost 260 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a lot of meat to carry around.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weight, and I was killing my joints, my back pain.
Yeah.
I can't have that anymore.
Yeah. I hate going into spring cleanups. I'm out of shape 24/7 throughout the whole year, but going into spring cleanups with my winter weight on, and it's just, I'm sucking wind on the first hour of whatever we're doing. Dragging pails, I can't breathe.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm in the same boat too.
Yeah.
I get out of breath easily, and I've been walking around. I live in a neighborhood, so I've been walking around the neighborhood doing walks. Starting slow, but yeah, I've just been, trying to stay on track. It's not a diet that I'm on; it's a life change.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I keep telling myself that if you keep calling it a diet, you're not going to stick to it. So I will say eating clean is very expensive.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I see why we all eat junk food, because it's cheaper.
It's cheap.
Yeah, it's easier, but it's not good for you in the long run.
Yeah.
I know. But, man, the worst food for you tastes so good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've been eating salmon and rice every night, pretty much.
That actually sounds really good. We love fish.
I love fish.
We all love seafood.
I love fishing too.
Yeah.
What's your favorite fish to eat?
Mine, I'm a big flounder. I can get it. I would take flounder and fluke any day. What about you?
Yeah, I had yellowfin tuna last week when we were out for our dad's birthday. That was
that's awesome. I've never had that.
That was phenomenal. They all taste the same to me, but it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been eating haddock. Haddock's a big fish in our area.
Yep.
And a lot of salmon.
Okay.
A lot of salmon.
All right.
We have Justin asking, or he has an engine in one of his trucks to replace and a transmission in another. Yeah, those are both, depending on what truck, I don't know, we might have asked him what trucks he runs, but either way, engine job, transmission job is
costly.
Costly and quite the task it takes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of man hours to do both of those.
Yeah.
But we got O'Flaherty's, Attleboro, Massachusetts, right by you. And this we got a bunch of talk here to get that guy channeled out of the
Yeah,
chat.
that guy's gone.
Ken
He's
said,
gonna probably be back, but
don't count winter out yet. I've seen years like this in the past, almost March to like April snow. Yeah, it sneaks up on you sometimes. You're getting ready to go back to spring cleanups full force, and in comes like 3 or 4 inches of snow, and then you got the snow piles pushed to the side, and you gotta wait for them to melt, and you never know. It's just weird because it's been a consistent high 40s, 50s throughout January and February.
It's been weird.
It's really
we
weird.
had that one cold day on Friday last week. That was it. That's it for a while.
Yeah,
By the way, that was brutal.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that was brutal. I couldn't believe how cold it was.
Yeah.
The
It was
wind
out
chill
of
by you guys
nowhere.
was like negative.
Oh,
What
it
did you
was-
send me?
Yeah, it was
Picture.
crazy.
They said it got up to negative 30 degrees.
Yeah.
That's
And
that's
believe it or
unbelievable.
not, like I kept waking up in the middle of the night and starting my truck
Yeah.
just to make sure nothing catastrophic happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
I took all the mowers out of the trailer and stuck them in the garage. You know, we had frost on the inside of our windows. That's how cold it was.
On the inside of what?
On the inside of our windows.
Oh my god.
It was really crazy. Yeah.
Our brother up by you guys had a pipe burst in their apartment over the weekend, and just it ruined the basement. But that's how, I mean, the frozen temp. That's how cold it got, and what that can do if stuff's not in good shape, pipes, and you don't turn your outside water off and everything.
I saw a lot of videos of people just throwing hot water up in the air and watching it like freeze immediately. It's
Yep.
kind of cool to watch.
It is. Those are on
I
TikTok
was
a
like,
lot
wow.
too. We've got a bunch of back and forth about the channels guy. Let me see. We got a lot of comments. Sorry, we gotta scroll up a little bit. Love to see
Keep 'em coming,
landscapers.
guys.
What's that?
I said, keep the comments coming. I like the comments.
Yeah, it keeps it going.
Oh wow.
Flaherty
far
said,
behind, I
love to
think.
see these landscapers guys coming together and sharing instead of seeing each other's competition. Plenty of work for everyone out there.
Yeah, that's the way I think about it. I see O'Flaherty's around all the time, and I always admired them.
Yep.
This was even before we started. I used to live on County Street in Attleboro. And I used to drive by all the time, and he does really nice work. And I always admired his setup too. He's got a nice setup.
Yeah, there is enough work for everyone. That's true. You guys are locals to each other, and then down here we have all of our buddies, landscapers, and everything. Everyone's main goal: take care of your family and make money.
Right.
But,
right. I don't think of anybody as competition. There's plenty of work to go around for everybody.
For sure.
It's best that you get along with everybody and help them out. Everybody's trying to make a buck, trying to
do
make
the
a
same
living just
thing.
like everybody else.
Yeah.
Don't need to be disgruntled.
And there's always something to learn from another company. We've found either we teach them something or they teach us something, or you always learn something.
For instance, it's funny you say that. On the last video, when you guys split the front clip off that Ford, I never even knew that was that unbolted.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was one solid chassis.
Yeah, me neither until he did it
Not-
a couple
yeah.
years ago for the first time out in the street.
The
first time I
I'm
did it,
learning
I
from
didn't-
you guys too.
Yeah. I
There's
didn't even
YouTube
know
and-
that was how that worked. But yeah, it's like I didn't. I dug deep in the forums to figure that one out.
Yeah.
But
just YouTube in general. I mean,
you can learn anything.
yeah, you can learn from everyone. What did we look up? We're putting the doors in our basement, and for example, we're looking to carve out the spots for the hinges, and we watched someone doing it in their own house on what tools you need and how to do it, so you don't have to pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
You could just figure out anything out on here,
Yeah.
regardless of what it is.
Ken's head's probably going to explode when I say this, but I learned how to build an engine through him.
Uh-huh.
I watched him on YouTube, and he inspired me to pull one apart. And I actually went and met him,
Good.
and he walked me through how it's done, and I kind of took it from there.
Mm-hmm.
But without the YouTube platform
Mm-hmm.
and being able to learn from him, I wouldn't know how to build engines and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I go on YouTube for everything.
Oh yeah. How far behind are we, Steve?
I don't know.
We might be pretty. We're really far
Yeah.
behind.
We're gonna. Here, take this seat. You can
Yeah.
skim through. So we're gonna switch seats here.
Oh, so Cottam said, O'Flaherty, you got Instagram. Okay, that was the last one. Your local mailbox man, nobody but both of them.
Let's see.
You know where I'm at now?
Oh yeah. We can probably skim through a few of these because I think we're falling behind a lot. But if I find one that I see, I will. I'll read it because we're like probably a good 20 or 30 behind.
Not bad.
Yeah, a lot about that.
Read the one up one.
This one.
No, up one more. Right.
Oh yeah.
This one. Caught him.
Brandon, in all seriousness, if you fix that mower I sold you, I'd buy it back. That's what Cottam's Landscaping says to you.
Which one is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the right stander.
Okay.
Oh.
And the funny part is I sold him that right stander,
Mhm.
and then he used it, and then the engine blew up, and now I bought it back from him.
Yeah. And now he wants to buy it back if you fix it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't know. We'll see what happens with it,
Everything's for sale for the right price.
Hey, was that the motor that I saw today on the phone?
That was the motor that you saw in the front seat of my truck when I was taking it to the car wash to get all the crap out of it.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
awesome.
you want to know something crazy on that engine? The first time I've seen this, that crankshaft seized. Just the crank.
Really?
The crank seized inside the journal of the crankcase.
No way.
Really?
That's crazy.
Nothing else was harmed.
How the heck? What was it? There water or something or oil failure?
No, it starved for oil
Yeah.
for who knows for how long. It wasn't enough to damage the pistons or anything like that. It starved for oil and it just seized up and that was it.
That's crazy.
It didn't break a connecting rod. It didn't ruin anything else. It just seized up. I had to use a dead blow hammer to get the crank out.
That's insane.
But luckily the crank's fine. It had a little bit of scoring on it, but not bad.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I've seen a crankshaft frozen into an engine block.
That's a
crazy.
vertical motor or horizontal?
That there is a vertical shaft engine.
Oh.
Yeah. I took the pistons out and everything, and the crank wouldn't come out.
Wow.
That's crazy.
We've never heard of that,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Or seen that. That's nuts.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's the first I've seen that. First time I've seen something like
crazy.
that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's keep going down here on the chat.
I read Jenna's comment.
Jenna says, "I see it in your face, Brandon. Awesome." I don't know what that was
That's
in
for-
response to.
Him losing weight.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
That's what happens to me when I lose even a couple pounds. It always starts in my face. My face
Yeah.
always blows up in the wintertime.
Yeah, I know what's gonna
Ongoing,
happen though. Like
yeah.
I'm losing weight now, but your body's gonna plateau after you lose like 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and then it's gonna be harder to get the rest off. But I'm gonna just keep grinding at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody is just congratulating you on that, and Ken says he's almost 50. You want to talk about dragging in the spring? Lots of aches and pains.
Yeah, but Ken's in good shape though. Ken's in good shape for his age. I've met him personally, and I got a long way to go to get to his shape.
Got to start somewhere, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to take it slow.
Yep.
If you go too fast, I might fall off the bandwagon. But
Yeah, for sure.
steady pace wins the race.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Talking about. Yeah, you could scroll down to. The trivia. We'll round that.
We're
up to
doing the trivia.
7:45?
7:45.
What do you think?
7:45 for trivia. I can change the text real quick just so everybody's aware.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was supposed to be at 7, but obviously that was as we were having those problems. Let's see. So 7:45 trivia giveaway like we usually do. So we've got. Let's see here, reading down. Elite Landscape says, so what y'all are saying is I shouldn't be flipping off the other mowing trucks as I drive by back to the, yeah. Honestly though, sometimes it happens that way. You know, you drive by somebody, they give you a bad, oh no, we're gonna lose them.
Jim, you're driving me nuts. It says your meeting will end in 10
Oh,
minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
We don't want that to happen.
I can just start at 1. We'll figure that out. But anyways, let's see.
Yeah, I wave to everybody that drives by. You know,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want to be that guy that doesn't wave.
Yeah. Alright. This is more about the Fords, yeah. Let's see, we can scroll down. They're talking to each other.
Our cousin Tommy making his big return.
Yeah, I think we're almost caught up though. So we can go down here. Has Channels reappeared? No, he has not, but Tom has reappeared.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Cottam said he thinks the motor jumped time.
Oh,
No, it
okay.
didn't.
I missed that one.
It didn't jump time, Tom. It would have bent the push rods and everything. It had done that. It's very hard for it to jump time because they're gear driven. The cam is on a gear and the crank is on a gear.
Yeah.
The only time they usually jump time is when they break a connecting rod, and then all sorts of things happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Want to do the giveaway now?
Yeah, we can do the giveaway.
Yeah, we just
We'll
got
do the
caught up on
giveaway
the
now.
comment. What
Yeah.
about the Zoom?
So he has 10 minutes and then
Oh, he has like 8.
8. So he's 8 minutes. So what I can do is before we start the trivia while we're waiting, I'll send him a new link and we can start a new chat.
Oh god. Another link.
All right, so Brandon, we're gonna end you on the Zoom link. I'm gonna send you a new one so that we get the full time again.
All right, so you send it to the computer.
Yeah, I'll just text it to you. And for everybody else, we're gonna open up the trivia and get people in there for now. So I'll send you the link in a second. I'm gonna end this.
Okay.
It said free trial though. You're gonna have to pay for it.
No, it's just because they limit the time.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm opening up the Kahoot.
Talking about-
So here we go. Let's go ahead and get some people in for the Kahoot for the giveaway.
I'll pull him back up.
I am. Let's do it over here.
Can they see that?
Yeah, they can see us and stuff. Where's Zoom? Well, I'm gonna email it again.
This is not good.
What?
It's a shit show.
Not that bad.
Don't. This is not good.
Why?
Can they still hear us?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone, give this live a thumbs up. Subscribe to Berndt's Lawn Care on their YouTube channel, and just jump onto the Kahoot that Jimmy's setting up right now.
Send it to him.
Send what?
The thing I just emailed to Ziggy's.
Text it to him?
Yeah. So if you guys are new and you haven't played Kahoot with us, once again, you can scan this QR code on the screen, or you can type in the game pin if you go to kahoot.it.
Copy link.
Yes.
Lawn box. Look at
Yeah, Lawn Boy, fun fact actually, you are our, when you comment, you have a little heart next to your comment all the time
that. Send it to his.
because you're our most, I think you have received the most hearts on every single comment because you comment on every video. So we really appreciate that. Wait, what am I doing?
Send it to his computer, bro.
I got it. He's in. All right, Brandon's back with us. I'm over here for right now.
Glad to be back.
Next time, it'll be flawless. Next time we do this.
Yeah.
I didn't have much testing time, obviously, because we've been doing so much paperwork.
And I'd
Trying
love
to
to
keep everything
help
up.
here. I just don't know what I'm doing, so.
Yeah,
You know what? We made the best of it, and we're still having fun. That's all that matters.
Yep.
exactly. All right, so we got 17 people in the chat, but we only have 7 in the game, so we'll wait a few minutes. If you need more time, just throw it down in the chat if you need some time to get on the game.
Yeah, you gotta make Brandon's screen bigger. Can you put him down here? 'Cause it's,
Possibly.
put it right here.
I don't know if I can.
I've seen a lot of guys use that other program. I think it's called StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard, I've heard about that one.
I-
It already
Right.
sounds way better than this thing that we're using. What is this one called? Streamlab?
this is Zoom, isn't it?
This is Zoom, yes it is. Okay, that didn't work actually. I don't know why.
We still only have 7 in.
Thanks, Ken. He says I look 1/8 the size.
I'm trying to get him in.
I don't feel 1/8 the size yet. Wonder who's gonna win tonight.
It'll be interesting because the questions are all about all of us.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
yeah. Tom Cottom dominated last week.
Yes, he did.
Let's see if he can pull it off again.
All right, I think we got Brandon should be on the screen, so we should be able to move him. I got him.
Better?
Yeah, he's on, so we can move him back over here. We don't need him to be there.
There's still only 7 in. Ken
Yeah,
says
so
it's
we
not working.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll hold up for a minute. Are you on the website, or are you doing it on your phone? You have to have a second device, I believe, to be able to do it and see the live stream at the same time.
Let's see who we got in there. We got Patricio, right?
Yep.
Right. O'Flaherty's in there. What is my wife in there? I think Renee's in there.
Is she?
Is she?
Oh, Ken's in.
Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
Berndt is in unless someone else.
Lawn Boy
Unless someone
Brandon
named
is
themselves me.
not playing. Brandon's not playing because he is, like we said, some of the questions have to do with him, so I think it'd be an unfair advantage.
Well, is Renee playing or maybe your son's playing?
Well, they can play.
Yeah, no, unless hopefully someone. Yeah, they just jumped out.
Well, wait. I don't know how my wife could be playing because you got to do it on a computer, right?
You can do it on your phone.
Oh. My wife's telling me I'm not welcome in the group, and I'm not the one in there.
No, that's fine. So we still have 16, so I'll give us another minute or so. If you're still trying to get in, once again, just let us know. And if not, we'll get started here shortly.
Someone used me as a name. That's funny. Well, Tom Cottom says he's going to win this one, so let's see if he's...
He was flawless last time. He was pretty good.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable score last time.
And yeah, I'm surprised that Channels isn't on there.
I failed your quiz last week miserably.
I did all right.
It was pretty bad. I think it was last.
They're tough. Like honestly, like I'm good at making them, but if I was actually doing them, I don't think I'd do that good. I'd like freak out in the time. When the time's ticking down, I feel like that gets to you.
That? Okay, so someone's impersonating me.
I don't know. Maybe it's because they probably, if they win, they want to steal your email and text us. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that.
It says I'm already logged in.
It might be you because you're on the screen.
Alrighty.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and get started because we got 7 in here. All right.
Well, if that's not Ken, how do we know who it is?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
All right, ready? Here we go. We're going to get started. I spelled companies wrong. Oh well, it's fine. What was Renee's job prior to lawn care? Question number 1.
And this also goes for speed too, remind them.
Yes.
You gotta get the
Speed is in
answer
the
right,
depth.
but you gotta get it right as fast as you can. Oh, Ken's in.
6 people got that right. That means you guys have been watching his channel.
Wow.
1 person got it wrong and said commercial banker.
Brandon, can you see this happening on the screen?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. So let's move on. Let's see who's in the lead to start off. Flaherty in the lead.
Nice.
The close one to start off the game.
Nice.
This is
Here
small
we
to
go.
see. They can't see that.
Oh, they can't. I'll just make it bigger.
What was Brandon's job prior to lawn care?
We'll see if people get this one. I've only said it a few times today.
Submarine sound dampening tech. That is the right answer. He was not a mailman, and he was not a Ford commercial technician. I just made up these other ones. I didn't know what to put, but they just gave me the right answer, so good job.
Wow, geez. Everybody got that right too, huh? Well, 4 people
Flaherty's
got
in the lead, followed by Columns. It's a 5-point game. Lawn Boys in third.
Wow.
True or false? Renee handles the financials at Brandon Berndt's Lawn Care, or Berndt's Lawn Care. Apologize.
Cool.
7 got true.
They all got
That
it
is
right.
correct. Gonna be a close
Maybe it was
one.
too
Oh,
easy.
Cottoms takes the lead by 4 points. That means that answer was very close. All right, here we go. True or false again? Brandon prefers fuel-injected motors over
You
carbureted.
spelled that wrong too.
Oh, carbureted?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a tough word to spell anyway.
Oh yeah, I missed an R.
You can hear Luna barking.
You can. False.
False.
Not true. He likes carbureted more. All right. See.
When you got that right.
Okay, it's still a close game between Cobhams and Flaherty. Within 15 points. Long Boys in third, followed by KLC Ken and then Patricio. Let's see. This is the name of Renee's Pink Walker mower.
Well, read out the options for me, Jimmy. There's a little bit of a delay.
So we got Pink Flamingo, Pinky, Precious Pink Walker, and Pink Panther. So we got 5 people who got that right. It is called the Pink Panther. I made the other ones up. I thought they would be funny.
Yeah. It's funny. A lot of people want us to name it Pinky.
Yeah. All right. Cotham's still in the lead, followed by Flaherty. Long Boys right in third. This is a close one. Number 6. So we're switching gears here over to Ziggy's Lawn and Landscape. Let's see who knows this one.
Look at this, caught him in the lead again. He's
I
like
don't
the
know if I've ever
juggernaut.
said this on video. Maybe I did. I probably did. Ooh, only one person gets it right. So I graduated in the spring of 2022 from Lafayette College. So we had a few people say Penn State, a few people say NJIT. Let's see what
Congrats
happens.
on that, Jimmy.
Okay, so we got Cotham's is still in first, Flaherty is in second, KLC Ken has an answer streak of 6 actually. Long Boys in third.
It's close.
Yep, close. Number 7. Steve started Ziggy's Lawn and Landscape in this year. Oh, we had a spread of answers. Only one person got this right again. This was a repeat question, I believe. I think we already had this question on one of our last ones, but it was 2015. Cotham's comments on the chat. He says he's blowing it. So I guess the score isn't updating on my screen, but I guess we'll see what happens because this hasn't updated in the last one. So Mailbox Man got that correct. See what happens. What color was Steve's stick shift F550 prior to being black?
I know this one.
Let's see. It was not very pretty. It was pretty ugly.
Looks way better black.
Yeah. 4 people got that right at green. Wasn't
Those
blue.
door jams.
Wasn't red. Yeah, so fun fact is that truck was originally white before it was sprayed green, and it was owned by, I believe it's Duffy Carr is the electrical company that owned that and made it green, and then we bought it from them. So, and then we painted it black. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Flaherty takes the lead right over Cotham's. It's still a close game though. Question number 9. True or false? Steve and Jimmy are cousins. Picture might be a dead giveaway.
No. Jim, I see a page right here.
Where? Just,
I like that photo.
that was the one that we all took, yeah.
I know.
So that is false. We're brothers. I figured everybody would get that right. Oh, it's really close still. This question, next question's a make or break here.
Yep.
Steve and Jimmy prefer this type of work the most.
Ooh, this is a close matchup.
Yeah, this one's a tough question.
We've talked about all of these on camera. Maybe only a couple times mentioned, I guess, out of all of these, what our favorite is.
Ooh, 3 and 3. Lawn cuts and mulching. We like mulching better. We like lawn cuts, but we prefer mulching from a business standpoint. All right, let's see who our winner is. Third place.
6 out of 10.
Mailscaper. Wow, he made quite the comeback.
Yep.
Second place player. Uh-oh, that means we got 2 times in a row.
Cottom's won twice
Cottom's
in a row.
Landscaping wins twice in a row. Congratulations to everyone who played. That was a fun game. And we had runners up of Longboy and KLC Ken. So that was awesome.
Cottom's won again. Wow.
All right. So once again, we'll shoot you over the gift card
Yeah, shoot us a message on Instagram.
with the we
We
won't
have
let the
we have your
invasion
email
die.
already, but just send us a message on
Yeah.
Instagram to confirm.
Yeah. I'll go get her in a sec. All right, let me just
I'll
take.
switch sheets with you.
Yeah. All right, so we have us back. We can move him over here, make him a little bigger.
And we're back.
There we
We're
go.
back. Here we are. All right.
Yeah, so it seems like Tom Cottom is like the quiz juggernaut here. He's killing it out there.
He's going to get his puppy who's barking like crazy in the background. Brandon, what's the time limit tonight? We'll stay on a little longer.
Well, you guys tell me. I'll stay on as long as you want.
Yeah.
I got nothing to do.
Yeah, we'll stay. We'll stay on. This is going well.
If people want to ask away some questions, ask us some good questions. Be glad to answer them.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the weather been like there, Steve? Been good?
Yeah, today was beautiful. The sunrise was beautiful. It topped out around, I don't know, 50 degrees today, 55.
Yeah.
And same as you, this past weekend was 0 degrees, if not colder, and now it's in the 50s.
Yeah.
And all
Yeah,
ice
it's
is
crazy,
melting.
isn't it? I mean, you're gonna get out there and do some work if people call.
We got a call actually yesterday from a friend of ours that needs some bushes ripped out. Very, very easy access right off the driveway. Toss them in the truck. Sent the quote out today, so we'll see. He has to talk to his wife. That's either an absolute no right off the bat, or he's possibly actually talking to his wife. So we'll see what happens. Nothing crazy. It's just a couple bushes and some old rotted out firewood, but that's something to do.
Yeah. I mean, I think the phone calls are gonna start rolling in for everybody soon.
Yeah, the spring
know?
rush comes.
Yeah, I think we're gonna start booking mulch and everything right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even reach out to our customers a little earlier than we usually do, just to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, for sure. Because if there's no snow, you can get going.
Right. There's really, I mean, I looked at the forecast for the next week or so here, and it's great. I mean, it's not really that bad. I mean, it gets cold at night, but you know, you can go out there and do some work.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Those
just crazy
work.
too. Down here, I mean, everywhere on the East Coast, Northeast, I guess you could say, ice fishing contests that aren't taking place this year. Obviously, the snow pond's a big thing, but just a bunch of cool things to do in the winter, and it's not happening because it feels like spring, or it
Yeah.
feels like early fall.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like winter at all.
Yeah.
You know, and I think a lot of people are starting to think about lawn care now due to the weather starting to turn around. You know,
For sure.
we're going to be very picky on who we take because we already have a good amount of clients.
Yeah.
But we'll take a few more, maybe 10 more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
We like to
I'm
say
ready to get
that
out there.
everybody
out
has
there
a
and
value
make money.
spot. Go ahead. Sorry, I was cutting you off. Sorry.
Oh no, it's the delay. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay. We're saying on our route, everyone has a valued spot, and if they're going to take advantage of the spot we reserved for them, they can look elsewhere
Right.
because it's just.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
see. We have Patricio asks, "What's the best way to build business credit?" That's a great question. I don't know, Brandon. Do you want to answer that, and then we'll follow up?
Business credit as far as like like a dealership or something, or
Like I guess. I mean, this could go either way. To like finance equipment, I guess, for your company, trucks, mowers. I think that's what he's referring to. To be able to get, I guess that's what he means, is to build up credit for your actual, not personal credit, but business credit. So when you want to go finance something in your company name versus something personal, I think that's what he might be asking.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I don't really know how to answer it because I don't really finance anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a valid answer for that one, but that's a great question.
I mean, what's the best way to build business credit? I feel like my business credit, it grew over the years by doing very, very stupid purchases when I was a lot younger. Financing everything under the moon, which of course didn't benefit me, say 7 or 8 years ago. But it's I guess it's catching up. It's benefiting us a little bit more now. If we need to get something for the business, it'll go right through. But if it just starts as simple as a mower, I guess you could say, and you finance it through Sheffield or whatever, and you make your payments on time and pay the loan off early. I mean, it's even as simple as a credit card. I think I'm answering for business, I guess, is business credit to refer. Like credit card, like a business credit card you got to start somewhere, even if it's like a minimum, I guess like minimum credit line they give you, I guess, to start with. So I mean, if you go out and you buy fuel and you rack up a couple $100 for a couple weeks or whatever, and you pay it off right away, that's a great way to get your credit rolling. But you got to start somewhere. I think I answered that sort of kind of what he was looking for.
Yeah, I mean, there's many different ways to go about it. I personally, I don't like to finance anything. That's just us. I'm not a big fan of having debt over my head, But
like
yeah, we buy all our stuff in cash if we can, and keep it running lean. Because even though they'll say they'll give you a 0% interest and stuff, and it doesn't seem like a lot of money. Well, have a drought and the mowers are parked, and then you got money going out that's not, and the machines aren't working. And over the winter, you still got to pay that payment.
Yeah, the winter time it's a good point. Is you're not using your mowers in the winter, but you still have to make that payment for whatever the term is, 48 months. It's not just the day you buy it. It's not like, okay, I just got to pay this off for a year. It's for 4 years straight or 5 years or whatever your lease term, your finance terms are.
Yeah. I mean, it's, I try to keep it lean as I can,
The next one, anticipated start date, Brandon and Ziggy's. I know we mentioned like mid-March or so, and then Brandon, you guys are about the same, or if not sooner.
We could be in the same boat.
See what the weather looks like.
I plan on starting probably mid-March.
Yeah.
And getting the ball rolling. Usually it's in April. We're starting in April, but if the weather's on the side, we're going to hit it. Because we got to make as much money as we can to recover from the deficit last year.
Yeah.
That's our plan going forward in 2023 is to recoup the money that we didn't make in 2022. So 2023 needs to be our best season yet, and that's the mindset we have going into it.
Put it over here, Jim. Dog's going nuts. Sorry if you guys can hear that, but that's the greatest thing that you just said too. Is 2023 is going to be your greatest year, and then so on. 2024 will be your greatest year, and just every year just make it better than your last. I guess that's the way we look at it, also.
Yeah. You should always be wanting to improve. Never be content where you're at. Always try to grow, and I think that paves the way for success, really.
For sure. Brandon, what's your debit and PIN number? That's up to you if you want to give that to him.
Nice one, Ken. That was Ken, right? I'm not even reading the comment.
That was Ken, yeah.
That's something Ken would say.
First response, Lynn. I bet it snows in July the way the weather is here. Yeah, it seems like as the years are going on, the past couple years at least, who knows what the heck's going to happen. I mean, two winters ago, the snow was 4 feet high, and the snowbanks were getting removed by tandem triaxle dump trucks.
Yep.
And here we are, and I mean, it's 55 degrees at least where we are. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I'm just ready to get back to work. I'm chomping at the bit to get back to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, not having to pay for what 2 months now.
Mm-hmm.
Not fun.
I know with us, we love the month of December with Christmas and New Year's, and then middle of January or so, we're always looking around like, all right, it's time to go back to work.
Yeah.
And now when it's really February, we're like, all right, now it's really time to go back to work.
It goes quick, and this is a short month.
Yeah.
28 days, you know, it's going to be over before we know. It's already the 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're excited.
You know, I always like to explain to people too. This is a question I get asked a lot. You know, some people say they're going to go full time in the lawn care business, and you know, right now they're doing it part time, and everything seems gravy, and it seems like a good time to jump in full time.
Mm-hmm.
One thing everybody needs to keep in mind too: don't bank on snow in the winter to keep the gears turning. You know, it takes a lot of discipline with money and everything else to be successful. You know.
And with insurance, everyone around here, I mean the whole East Coast, but people are paying for snow insurance, and depending how they run their contracts, I guess. And it doesn't snow, and they're out the snow money and the equipment to dive into the snow removal. Like the guy at the yard where we park the one trailer right now, he bought a $105,000 big giant cat loader, primarily for snow removal, and it's just sitting there for the past 3 months. So he's not too happy.
Yeah.
But it's hit or miss, I guess.
You know, before me and Renee went full time with the lawn care, we had it in our brain that everything was going to be gravy, you know, and it's just not the way it is in the business. I notice you see it a lot on YouTube. A lot of channels tell you how they make money and stuff, but they don't expose the bad parts of the business, you know. And that's something we're going to be focusing on, is explaining to everybody it's not all gravy, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hard work
and
and
stuff that goes on.
negative things happen, and you're right. Some of the YouTubers, they show that it's just all anyone can start it up.
Yeah.
Everything's wonderful, and it's not all the time.
Yeah, and then you get into it, and you're like, oh boy, I wasn't ready for this. And I'm saying it because we were one of them, you know. All it takes is a bad season to really test you, and you know, it could be make it or break it if you don't handle your money right.
I mean,
it's a big thing.
You learn everything every year. You learn something, and last year was probably one of the I guess one of the best years we could have needed to really get our minds right on what the heck needs to be done on a business standpoint of what can happen if the year is all screwed up in inflation, and going forward, how to deal with the problems that last year gave us and move forward and be better and just keep learning and growing as the years go on.
Yeah. Going into this season, we're pretty much, our mindset is we only have a certain amount of time to make so much money. Probably going to be working 7 days a week. Probably 10, 12-hour days, you know, and, you know, a lot of people don't realize that when they jump into this landscaping thing full time. You know, it has to work. This is your only income now, you know?
Yeah.
So we're going in with a totally different mindset than what we went into last year. And it seems like every season that you get seasoned doing this business, you get smarter.
Yeah,
and your whole outlook on things changes too.
For sure. And it's just crazy. We're putting our numbers together, which we learned not to put our numbers together, say, twice a year or once a year to keep up with it monthly, daily, weekly, whatever you want to do. But we're looking back and we're putting the numbers together and we're looking like, oh my goodness, how much should we spend for this certain category? Looking back for the whole 12 months versus, oh crap, if we would have done this, say, at the end of every month, we would have been able to keep on top of it more and more. But we learned from having the crazy inflation we had last year that we need to keep up with this stuff more frequently. So that's what we learned. Probably the biggest thing was from last year.
Yeah, and the littlest things add up to big things in the end. 5 or 10 extra minutes on a property is catastrophic.
Mm-hmm.
Kill it. Yeah.
Yeah, it adds up
I've
at the end of
learned
the
that's
day.
something else I've learned. Talking with the customers too long, taking too long to cut the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Time is money,
Yeah.
and
It is.
when you add up the losses over monotonous things,
Mhm.
you kind of kick yourself in the butt sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not doing that this year.
Yeah, but you just learn from it and you move forward, and it's a brand new, fresh year for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And look back on what happened last year and whatever, I guess, your specific mistake was, the majority mistake that you made for the whole year.
Just
What is
extra
this?
that.
You just move on, and new year, fresh start. Retain as many clients as you can, and the new clients, and just learn from. That's what we're doing. Is what else can we be doing? Is what
That's
we're
our
saying.
going
but-
forward.
We're just learning from what happened last year and
Yeah, exactly.
previous years to move on forward.
yeah. And you know what's funny? Like, I think a lot of other companies are doing the same.
Mhm.
They're trying to figure out ways to be more efficient, how to
Mhm.
save money. I really do think that in my area, bagging grass is going to become a thing of the past soon.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you got to charge so much more to do it, and
Mhm.
I don't think customers would really want to pay that
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
with everything going on. A lot of people are doing everything they can to keep the lights on. You know.
And the Wi-Fi on down here in North Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy times out there. People
Yeah.
are gonna look for ways to save money everywhere.
Yeah. We're on the same page, the three of us, the four of us with Renee and everything about bagging grass. Running through our
Yeah.
client list and
Seeing the
Obvious-
time and
seeing the time, and most of our clients do have dump spots that are they're very convenient at their own properties where we're not hauling the grass away, but it's still the walker crawls like a snail to bag the
Yeah.
grass. And we did not really thin out a bunch of properties, but the ones that have pool areas, but the rest of the property is a half acre, and then the pool area is a nice little spot that needs to be bagged. We don't want to lose the whole account just because it needs to be bagged around the pool area. But there are some accounts that are specifically just bag, and say the prices weren't right for us, and it would take so much to reconcile the prices that for a few select clients, we're just moving on because they don't sign up for anything else other than lawn maintenance.
yeah.
But that's where the standards come in very nice, is we're gonna let more grass fly rather than pick it up.
Yeah, the bagging grass it's cumbersome.
Mhm.
And then at the end of the day, you got to get rid of it. So
Mhm.
you got to think. At the end of the day, most of us want to go home and relax because we're tired.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you got to run to the dump and dump the grass,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then
and
it
you're not
costs
getting
money.
paid to do that, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or at least
That's
we
another
will.
thing I failed to realize at first. Because at first we're bagging everything,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, you know what? We're not getting paid right now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's 6:30 at night. We're here dumping the grass out,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't dump it out, it's gonna smell awful.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets moldy too. The
It
whole
gets
trailer smells.
Smelly. Yep. So,
Well, I'm just like, enough's enough.
Yeah.
Enough's enough. I've never had a customer say anything about not bagging grass.
yeah.
And if I do mow it with the walker mulch deck, you can't even tell the difference anyway.
Yeah. I saw one of those pop up on Facebook Marketplace local to us.
The mulch
48 mulch deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he
Oh,
was
yeah.
he was asking $1,500, which I'm not sure if that's a good price or not.
Did it have gearboxes on it?
It did.
Yeah, that's not unreasonable.
Yeah.
If it was in good shape, it'd be worth it.
Yeah. It looked pretty
If
decent.
it came with the carrier frame, the deck, and the gearboxes,
Uh-huh.
you got to think those gearboxes are what, $300 and something a
Yeah,
piece.
Exactly. They're expensive.
So yeah, it's not unreasonable.
Yeah. So we have showing 6
Yeah, we gotta
minutes
get-
left on your Zoom.
And then we're gonna have to do it again. But do we want to wrap it up?
Do we
or-
want to wrap it up here? There's 17 people. We could go either way. It's up to you if we
Yeah.
Jimmy's gonna have to
Dang,
send you
it's already
another
done.
link.
It's totally up to you guys. I'm game to stick around as long as you want me.
Yeah.
If you want to be on, it's up to you.
Yeah, let's keep rolling. Why don't we'll talk for another few minutes and then he'll send you over a new link, and then next time we do this we will
we'll sharpen it up.
Yeah, but we'll be in person probably the next time we do a joint live.
Yeah.
So that will be no problem.
Yeah.
But we'll just move on forward with a couple more comments. Doug says, get a DNB number, credit card to help build business credit and finance through the business, even if you have to personally sign as a guarantor. Then slowly builds up, takes a good while.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That's great advice on business credit.
That's why we keep talking. I don't know if you said much when I was out there. We keep seeing all these channels pop up, these people who within like a year, they have all this equipment, and they're like, the best way to build business credit is to invest, but they're not telling you how to do it.
Yeah, they're just summing it up as a whole sentence. And just,
it's like some outsourced person wrote them a check or something.
Yeah.
But Doug says if you use Sheffield on the business loan, make sure you do it commercial, not consumer. Yeah, make sure you use your EIN number and finance it with your business name rather than your social security number and your personal name, because that will be a good way to build credit. I wish we could make a video one day of pictures of stuff that I bought when I was like 20 or 21 just because it looked cool, or I saw it on the big lawn care guy's trailer down in another township and financing it and realizing, oh my god, I actually have to pay for this now for 4 years. I guess it built my credit up a little bit, but at the same time it just wasn't smart. So
it's so easy to finance everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it's fun, and then you start paying for it, and you're like, oh man. You know, our philosophy is buy once, cry once.
Yeah.
You know, you see the money go out the door, but you know the key is to get it back as soon as you can. And if you're buying it at a good price and not brand new, you know there's deals out there to save coin. You know, it's all about making money. At the end of the day, it's all about making money.
I was just gonna throw out there just to get everybody's opinion. We've been tossing up the idea. We talked in a bunch of videos.
How much time does he have left?
He's got 3 minutes.
Okay.
We'll do it in a second.
Finish up this point, and then we'll do it. Yeah.
We are looking to buy a windstorm for the winter, for upcoming fall, and we know we're going to have to do it either way, if it's now or if we buy it in September or August. But the thing with Skag and most dealers is they do the 20% fleet deal.
Fleet deal, yeah.
Where if you add, and we can't find, I think if Justin's still watching, I think he is. He sent me the used Skag windstorm for $8,000. But we get to dump $8,000 cash that we don't have laying around to buy this Skag. So unfortunately, we might be looking at financing another Skag windstorm. But basically, to sum it up, is if we buy another machine, it'll activate the fleet deal and save 20%. Which it sounds, it's like, it's not just, we don't really need the standard. We could buy a used one, but we know we need the Skag windstorm. So it's kind of, we're caught in a little bit of a jam here. Because if we, I guess, finance the windstorm for whatever it is, $13,000, and then a standard for another 12 or 13, it'll knock like $5,000 off the price. By buying two, and I don't really want to drop that much money on 2 pieces of equipment, but it's kind of funky. It's like a weird situation.
Yeah, that's a tough one, you know. I don't know.
I'm finding 60-inch standards on Facebook for $1,500, $2,000, like something we could just go pick up real quick with cash and not have to finance it. But then the windstorm is
problem too.
The windstorm is full price then. I don't know. It's tricky because I've learned my lesson that not to finance everything under the moon, but it's just a weird. They basically suck you in with that fleet deal. They want you to buy everything.
Buy.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the purpose of it is to make it sound enticing for you to pull the trigger on it. Yeah. You know? But you have the accounts to support it. I think. I wouldn't be able to. I'm too small. You know.
Yep. We thinned out a lot, though, so that's another thing we're weighing our options, is that by raising some of our clients a good chunk, just because they have not been up to date on their pricing, we're going to lose not a lot, but a amount where we might not even need the 60 this year, the bigger standard mower.
You might have to go out, Steve.
Jimmy's
Yeah.
going to take the dog out. We have a couple seconds left, Brandon. Jimmy's going to send you a new link to get you to
Okay.
open it back
Yeah,
up.
send it. Just tell them to send it to my computer.
Okay, we'll stay here until you'll kick off for, I think, in 20 seconds or so. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, the only way I'd buy something is if it was bone cheap,
Yeah,
like bone cheap,
yeah.
something that can pay itself off very quickly.
For sure.
You know, other than that, we won't be buying anything.
Let's see. Patricio says I've been doing part-time and this year I'm going to go all in full-time. He just kicked off. We will send Brandon a new link right now. We'll have him back in a couple minutes because it's like a free trial on Zoom where he can't stay on. I think it's 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something. Jimmy will do that as soon as he gets back because I don't know how to do that. We got another guy trolling. Don't know who that is. Ken, I'll save your comment for Brandon for when he comes back on. I'll read yours.
Is he ready?
Yeah, he said send it to his computer.
Yep. Where's the mouse?
I'm gonna hold her.
Meeting. I copy the link.
Give us 1 sec, guys. We're gonna add,
This is like the only
We're gonna
way to
add-
get around this.
yeah, we're
since
gonna add
that-
Brandon back on in a sec.
Yeah.
He's being really annoying tonight.
She is being a big pain in the butt. She's never this bad.
This isn't a tech right here, is it? Exit out of Kahoot.
It doesn't matter. They can't see it anyways. Alright. See what happens. Oh, I gotta
Give us 1 sec, guys. Brandon will be back, and we'll start with Ken's comment, which is directed towards Brandon. Did it send to him?
I'm sending it right now. He should get it right now.
He said send it to his computer.
I did.
Oh.
I'm just waiting for him.
Okay.
He's gonna be in the lobby.
What's wrong with this dog today?
I don't know. She's like drank some 3 Red Bulls. It seems
Yeah.
like she won't sit down. You can let her go. Just let her go for a
He's
little
gonna
bit.
go jump on Bella.
Oh, maybe that's why. He should have got it. He should be
Yeah.
coming up in here. Here he is.
Okay.
Did he get in? All right, here he is. All right, we're good on Brandon again.
Oh,
Okay,
All right, he's
Brandon's
back.
back. We have a question from Ken, which is towards you, Brandon.
Yep.
Can you read these comments too, or you can't see
I don't
them?
think he can see them unless he's using his phone.
I can see him. I can see him now.
Okay.
We'll start with Ken's comment. Brandon, I have a big estimate. Tomorrow I may need a hand on the job if I get it. I'm planning to start as early as possible. It's about 8 to 10 degrees warmer on Cape. Are you interested? And then his next comment, I think, was about equipment and stuff. And that one's towards you. You can answer that or text him or whatever you want to do there.
Yeah, Ken, I'll send you a message.
We still have 16 people. Justin says, always need something else or new, and something is always breaking. Yeah, everything, even if it is new, you get, our new walker had a couple minor flaws last year, but
Yeah.
everything's always breaking. If you have a good mechanic set, like a skill set, you can fix all your own stuff,
Yeah.
which Brandon does. Renee, they fix all their own stuff. We love fixing our own stuff. We take pride in fixing our own stuff.
don't know how some of these guys take everything to the dealer. That's a good way to go broke.
Yeah.
It's and it's also like the new stuff that's coming out. Everyone who's making it is trying to get it to get just through warranty and then break. That's how every single manufacturer is trying to make stuff. Well, most of them. I won't say everyone, but they're trying.
You know what's crazy about the warranty? It's kind of a pain because whenever you have a machine go down, most of the times you need it right away, and the turnaround time would take longer for it to be in the shop rather than for
100%.
fixing it.
Yeah.
That's why we're not big into like when something stupid breaks, even if it is covered under warranty, we just kind of bite the bullet and fix it if it's like a simple thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we need the machine. We can't afford to lose the two weeks or whatever to be sitting in, around here. Every shop seems to be so busy.
3 to 4 weeks out.
Yeah.
I think some of the local shops are.
Which like it's not their fault, but
they're busy.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is taking their equipment there to get fixed.
yeah.
I had some warranty issues with my stander, like the starter crapped out.
I remember that video. You had to push it in the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I was like, well, okay, so I was going to sit at the shop for a week to get a starter put in it for free, and then they got to do all the paperwork with the warranty claim and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I ordered one off Amazon. It showed up on my doorstep the next morning. And it took me a half hour to stick it in.
Yeah, and it's cheaper and more efficient to do it that way than drop it off and go through that whole hassle.
That's right.
The fuel and time to go drop it off, talk to them, and then go back again to go pick it back up, and then the convenience of it's not there for you when you need it to go to work, and you got to use another machine in its place or whatever. But
right, and I think it's important for people to know out there if they plan on getting into this business, if they haven't already, you got to know how to work on your stuff. You know, you gotta have to learn.
Trial and
Because
error.
if you're relying on a dealership to fix all your problems, it's a good way to go broke.
Yeah, for sure. Funny story about the new walker we got last year, which you said a new one's 26 grand now, and it's crazy that it went up 3 or 4 grand since I got mine a year ago from now. I think the Instagram memory popped up about a year ago from now when we got the walker, and it's up whatever 3 or 4 grand in price. But we got the warranty card sent to us in like May or June, and it said please drop your mower off for we'll fix it within a couple weeks. It needed the clamps tightened on the fuel pump and the was it on the engine side, just the walker, just the hose clamps tightened up because they weren't tightened from the factory. And I looked at it, why am I gonna, I mean, I know how to tighten hose clamps, but like why would you needed to take a couple covers off, but to go lose that thing for 2 or 3 weeks for them to tighten up a couple hose clamps because you need a bigger socket to get the plate out of the way, which is why some people probably would drop it off. But it's just so crazy that something like that would hold up someone's mowing route or their equipment just by having to drop it off for something stupid under warranty like that.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it seems like every dealership I go to have the same problem. They don't have any help. Short on mechanics. You know, you hear it every time. Oh, it's going to take us longer than normal. I know a lot of them in my area because I'm in there all the time buying parts, unfortunately. But you know, you hear it. You see all the machines backed up, and there's only 2 guys back there working on something. They can't get anybody else to come in to work.
Yeah, nobody wants to do anything. It's just crazy.
Yep. So it's even more of an incentive for you to learn how to fix your own stuff.
Yep.
You know. It's important. It's really important. It's a huge expense to try to take something to the dealer all the time.
It seems that in today's world, I feel like trade school skills, I feel like are going down. Like I know a lot of kids my age that like I grew up with or went to school with, and they don't know what a Phillips head screwdriver is compared to a flathead. You know what I mean? Like it seems like the skill or like the amount of people who would even be going into that industry is declining because everybody just works from home or something. They work on the computer. Yeah,
this is a very hands-on industry. You gotta have some mechanical skills if you really want to make it. You know, I see a lot of shops in my area now hiring like the bigger shops, they hire a full-time mechanic in-house.
Oh yeah, our one guy does,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah, and that's all they do is maintenance on the machines
Yeah.
and shop blades.
Yep.
That's their job every day. Because if they if they were to just keep taking things to the dealer, they'd be out of business.
Yep, for sure.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too. There is a fine line in the sand once if you're not super mechanically inclined. All of us here talking are, but like if you, I mean, you can't replace. I don't know. You can't.
You should be able to replace a fuel filter on
I think the
a
basics.
snap-in fuel. Like you
Yeah.
should be able to do basic stuff like that.
The basics, but I mean, we were running through our spreadsheet of like the repair costs for 2022, and the hurricane blower had us hung up for I think it was $900 back in August, replacing the carburetor, the fuel pump, all the fuel lines, the spark plugs. What else? There was something else, but the carburetor was about $450 because it's got the built-in fuel solenoid, but
Yep.
we couldn't just replace the needle in the seat. I mean,
I buy the cheapies off Amazon now, the clones.
Yeah.
For the carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like $20 a piece now.
Yeah.
I do that for quads. Sometimes they're hit and miss, I find. But the ones that work, they work great. So.
Well, normally what I do now is I read the reviews on them prior to buying them, because sometimes they have fitment issues, like the gaskets aren't right or something like that. But I've been running the cheapies, they're like $20-25.
Yeah.
You know,
if it works,
there's one on Renee's Panther.
Yeah.
You know?
Is it really? Wow.
And it's when they work, like they work, like they're, I mean, it does the same thing.
Nobody, like, if you can find a shop now that's going to replace a needle and seat in a carburetor, that's rare.
Yeah.
They're just part replacers now. They don't have time to take it apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because the labor would cost more than the part.
I mean, yeah, shops labors is through the roof, but they have to make a living as well, so that's where
you can't complain to them.
You can't complain to them, exactly. But,
Right.
Then you
Right.
can, yeah.
That's why we learned how to wrench on our own stuff by, unfortunately, trial and error at first, and now every time we fix something, we can almost jot down like this probably would have cost like X amount of dollars if we dropped it off to do this.
Yeah.
And you can put that towards something else. You could save that money, or I mean, saving it is probably the best option. But
Find a shop that will rebuild an engine for you.
yeah,
It's most likely impossible.
yeah. And if they give you a price, you can price it out versus a new engine, but certain models are still, certain brands are still completely way out of stock on new motors.
The shops in my area, the furthest they'll go is a head gasket.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's as deep as they'll dig. Anything below that, it's you need a new engine.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm also I'm not a fan of other people working on my stuff also, just in general.
We've had bad experience
with some people. I mean, I guess it's kind of, it could be like a fundamental flaw of interest because it's not their own piece of equipment. You know, like whenever I'm working on something, I go the extra mile to make sure that I'm the one who's going to be running it, so it better be right. But
yeah, it's crazy, like the day and age we live in now. You know, I see a lot of weird stuff going on in the industry. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think the old school mentality is gone. You know, the repair shops now are just, they want to replace a part rather than figure out what happened and why and can it be fixed. You know, it's just like, oh, you need this. It's easier for them to say you need a new engine.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. It boils down to labor and everything else, but it's times are changing.
Yeah.
Times are changing.
And then if they try to sell you on that new motor and you say no, well then they'll say, oh, option two is we could sell you a whole brand new machine. So if you're not mechanically inclined, they got you on the hook there for either or.
You know, and here's the thing too. I don't know if the inventory is still down for say Kohler engines, but if I know like a couple months ago, if you had an engine blow up on you, you're pretty much dead in the water.
It was down. Yeah, for sure.
And that's why it's really critical to know how to work on your own stuff, because these engines are rebuildable. A lot of people say they're not. They are.
They are for sure.
And if I can rebuild an engine for say $300-400 rather than spending $3,000,
Mm-hmm.
that sure seems a lot better to me.
Yeah, for sure. And then, like we just said, you could take that, say, 2,500 that you saved and put it back into the business, or obviously just leave it where it was and save on it. But you could say, all right, I was going to spend, and just take a little chunk of that, and even 10%. Say take $200 of that and just put it somewhere, like in an investment account or retirement account or something.
I see it all the time at the
Yeah.
shops, guys, like at the dealer. Like, oh, what's that walker mower doing over there? Oh, it's blown up.
No, new motor.
Yeah, it needs a new motor, but we can't get them for such and such time.
Yeah.
And here I am thinking, geez, I mean, look at all the money this thing's wasting, you know?
Yeah.
It's costing that owner big time.
Yeah.
It's too bad you can't buy a motor off of Amazon from China.
Yeah. Right. I mean, well, people
Yeah.
might be buying them from Harbor Freight soon.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
And-
say. The nearest thing is Harbor Freight. Go buy a Predator engine.
Yeah. I mean, somebody's going to do it. I don't know how some of these guys are doing it that bought new machines or newer machines, and God forbid they had an engine go down on them. And then they tell them they can't get an engine. What do you do now?
Yeah.
Can you imagine spending, say, $20,000 on a lawnmower? Something happens, the engine blows up, and then they say, well, we can't find a replacement?
Yeah. It's crazy. Here we can hop back into this chat, I think, for a little bit. I'm missing some chat. I'm behind on chats. I don't even remember where we were.
All right, let me tell you where we're at, because I've been slightly following it. Ken said, I'm raising all my lawn mowing prices this year. No more mowing lawns for $12 each. I'm going up to $15.
That's the attitude right there.
That's where we're at right there, Jimmy.
Yeah, $15. That's enough to buy maybe breakfast for the day.
Ken, yes, my shirts have the logo on the back. They are a little different.
Yeah, they were nice on the back. Those shirts. The whole shirt is beautiful. I'm a fan of that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take a little time to make, but believe it or not, it's fun.
So I have a question for you. When you're making them, then, so what are you just getting like a blank green shirt and then you're putting your thing on it?
Correct. Yes.
And so and then like you're choosing the placement and stuff of where to put your logo and your American flag there, and that's awesome.
Yep. Each shirt is 100% done by us. We made like a little template off an existing shirt that I had that I bought from Custom Ink a few years ago. So we kind of measured out where the logos need to go.
Yeah.
And made our own little template. But Renee's a whiz at it. She used to make T-shirts a little while ago, and she's really good at it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we don't have the cricket or the cricket or whatever you call it. So we've been cutting them out by hand, all the decals and stuff. But it's fun. It's fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's see. You see, Mailbox Man said I saved the day. I think that has been referenced to the Zoom.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, we've saw that. Okay. I ran for a few years an enclosed trailer where I had a stock of at least one tire, blade, filter, pulleys, belts, starter, battery, fluids, pins. I'd fix on the job like 15 minutes and continue the lawn. Hey, yeah, in this industry, I mean, you need a backup to stuff. Like we were saying, you were just saying, you're dead in the water if your motor goes on something, and you can't fix it. You know what I mean? Like, or if a tire blows out, I mean, you gotta have some sort of spare, or there's just gotta be a backup because it's weekly lawn maintenance. You're on the spot. You gotta get the job done if you want a good reputation.
Absolutely.
So I agree with that. That's a great comment with the. Did you see that one?
Mm-hmm. The one's
He said he had a trailer with everything. Yeah, that's why we had that third walker mower, which we sold, but we didn't need it. But it was it was the original backup, just in case. And we did end up having to use it for I think one day.
Yeah.
So But there we go. Everyone should know how to weld too. Just for fixes, just learn the basics. I know how to weld. You kind of know how to weld.
I'm
You're
not
not great at it, but I'm.
Thanks.
You're not. Well, I'll just say you're not great at it. But it doesn't matter because if there's something heavy duty, I'll weld it. But I agree with that. Welding is such a good like skill to have. Even if you're like, I'm not gonna say I'm good at it. I didn't go to school to weld. I'm good enough. I know how to do it. But it's an awesome skill because if something breaks and you can fix it right on the spot and weld it, I mean that's saving you money, but it's saving you time as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know, Brandon. Do you know how to weld?
Yeah, not very good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not phenomenal either. But I feel like as long as you can do some sort of welding, you can fix your own stuff.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I can lay down a nice bead. It's hit and miss with me. But yeah, I mean, I can repair something and weld it, no problem.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I welded the keepers on my axles in my trailer.
Yeah.
No, not that that means anything because I'm having axle problems now. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I got a nice welded setup, but I'm not anything great at it by any means.
Okay. Yeah, our Walker frame, the one snapped, and we had to weld that back together.
Where to snap at the back of it?
Yeah, right where the vertical part is by the gas tank. Where that L-shaped part is.
Yep.
I feel like they all snap right there.
Yep.
But yeah, so we fixed that, and
I feel like
kind
what
of
caused that.
kind of a
The
light gauge
back
material
supports.
to make them out of too.
yeah.
You would think they'd be beefing them up. Like if you seen the X-Mark version of that mower,
Oh yeah.
the Navigator,
Yep. We had
that
our
thing's
Steve had
that thing's built out of like square tube.
Those
Yeah.
are beefy.
one. Yeah.
Those are really
Breaking
beefy.
that thing.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's yeah, I don't know. I feel like the metal quality nowadays is going down too. But
Yeah. Well, the cost of everything. I mean, I'm sure all these big companies are trying to figure out ways to cut costs.
I'm sure.
You
'Cause
know,
if you
I
save
think
like
I think they need to be careful because if they go up any more, people might not buy their mower.
yeah, and if you think about it in the way that they're thinking is if they can save $1 on one machine and they make millions, like they just saved $1 million.
Right.
So I mean, you get the point. If it multiplies, even if it's $5 or it's $2 or it's 50 cents, I mean that's still a lot of money.
I've had a lot of people actually reaching out to me about their powder coat failure
Oh yeah.
on the Walker mower. Yeah. I had a few subscribers reach out to me and ask me to paint their Walker, but they're saying on all the new ones the powder coat's just peeling off them, like there's no adhesion.
Oh really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We'll find out when we open up our trailer what happened with the cold, like
Yeah.
not the cold, but
I saw it today. It looks okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think they may be, taking different routes to cut down on the prep of the steel prior to the painting process. I could be wrong on that, but for a new mower to be peeling, it's not good.
Yeah.
Powder coat's super strong stuff.
That's the real deal right there. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's not supposed to peel off.
Yeah. All right, we can read the some more comments here. So they're talking back and forth about Spencer's, I think. Spencer's lawn care. Just skimming through these comments.
Need a backup of a backup.
Backup. That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, backup to everything is what you need to have, ideally. I mean,
That's why we
even
brought Jimmy in, when I get hurt and have to have surgery 5 million more times.
Yeah, I was
Jimmy
the
can
backup.
take over.
I was the backup last year. But no, and that's even why we have like 2 weed whackers in the trailer. When sometimes the head breaks on one or something like that and you need to finish the day, we have that other one. Or for an example, also we keep both of them lined up at all times. So if one runs out of line, chuck the one in the trailer and grab the other one and just keep going. And then line it up in between jobs. So.
You know what I do? I've been keeping spools of line underneath my hat.
Oh yeah.
I tuck it up inside of my hat.
Okay.
I used to stick it in my pocket. It used to fall out.
Oh yeah. Or would it ever unwind in there?
Yeah, and it would just fall out somewhere. But now I wrap it around my hand
Okay.
into like a ball, and then I stick it up underneath my hat. And then when I run out, I'm right there. I'm ready.
That's exactly it.
There's nothing worse than taking the walk of shame back to the truck when you're on a big property when you ran out of line.
I know. Or like running out of gas in your walker mower and you're all the way
That's
over
the
the
worst.
thing. That is the worst. That we've had that happen, but we're pretty good on keeping up with it. But you know, that's just bound to happen. Sometimes you just get away. The day gets away from you, and you keep going, and then you just run out of gas.
I told you I'm going to modify the Pink Panther and put a fuel gauge on it.
You should. I
So
would
that's
love
not
to
gonna
see.
happen
I would
again.
love to see how that comes out because I'm interested. The fuel gauge on the thing is broken. They always break. I feel like, but you know, there's no way to tell how much fuel's in the damn thing without getting up.
I am going to delete that ugly, stupid voltmeter that nobody needs. And
Yeah.
I'm going to put in a fuel gauge
That's a great idea.
and run. I'm going to use the wiring from that to feed the fuel sender.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know why
Walker.
Walker hasn't done this already. It's not.
I don't know.
hard.
Yeah, that's something that definitely. I mean, they put the sensor in the grass catcher and the hopper in the back to tell you when it's full, but they don't have any way to tell where if you're running out of gas.
Who needs a voltmeter?
Yeah, no. If it doesn't start, then the battery's probably dead.
Right.
Yeah.
You put an amp meter on the battery, and you can tell if it's charging or not.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's looking at the voltmeter? I mean, they gotta delete that thing, get that out of there,
Yeah.
and put a fuel gauge in its spot.
I don't know. Yeah.
I know that's what I'm gonna do.
Great idea. All right, so here we go. Keep going on the comments here. So we have a newcomer, I believe. James, did he comment yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think James has commented yet. How you doing, James? Thanks for joining in tonight. He's asking KLC Ken if he's on the lawn site. No way that name is a coincidence. I'm not sure what lawn site is to you.
That's a website where you ask questions.
Oh,
Yeah. He responded.
I think we're behind right here.
Yeah. He responded to James right there.
James, I was on lawn site back in 1998 to 2010. K&S Landscape, then KLC. I don't barely ever go on there.
Lawn site was a big thing. I think it still goes now, but now that Facebook's out, you can join a group for any make or model, whatever you own, indoors or outdoors. You can find anything.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been on there,
Yeah.
to be honest. But James says he has backups for all equipment except for leaf loader and truck. Going into second year, trucks are crazy, and I don't want to get something and then grow out of it. Well, that's a good move, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as your truck's like taken care of and all that.
Mm.
But it's good to have a backup for everything else.
Yep.
And you know, the leaf loader, you can only fit one leaf loader on the truck, so.
Yeah. So I mean, leaf loader is what it is too, because you're only using it for 6-7 weeks out of
Yeah.
the season. So if you don't necessarily have a backup for that, you'll be fine.
I think I remember your leaf loader actually, didn't it blow one of the cylinder heads and it was only running on one piston?
Mhm.
It was running on one piston.
That was
and
like 5 or 6.
we didn't
years
have a
ago.
backup, but we were able to finish the day, or it was like
The
half
day.
throttle. It was really weak, but it was enough to get it done. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't expect a leaf loader to just, crap out when you only use it a few
Yeah,
months.
but they sit for 10 months out of the year, so they do all have problems.
Mine did. Mine was brand new, and it had about 30 hours on it when it blew the head gasket.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then you helped out your buddy, right? Who his leaf loader broke this past fall.
Yeah, he called me up, and he's like, I'm in trouble. I got oil all over the back of my fan shroud.
Uh-huh.
This thing spitting and popping and smoking. I looked at it and said, yeah, you blew a head gasket. These motors are notorious for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I think that stems from? I think the loader is underpowered at 18 horse.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when you start feeding it through with a lot of material and you start bogging it down, it puts it under too much strain, I think.
Especially when it's wet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on with that. The 18 horse power is just not enough power.
Mm-hmm. No, your dogs, Brendan, or our dogs?
Yeah, unfortunately, my meathead dog.
Yeah.
We found out with the Briggs Vanguard, obviously on the Hurricane was a nightmare for us, but my 16 horsepower that I had back in the day it kept flooding out and flooding out and flooding out, and we knew it was the needle in the seat, but we replaced it and it was still doing it, and then I had to turn the fuel off in between each job so it wasn't, I don't know, the needle wasn't seating properly, so in between jobs driving the truck it was bouncing up and down and flooding the motor. The fuel was going into the oil, and then that just seems like it's a common theme on these leaf loaders. If they're flooding out and people, it's why they're for sale on Facebook with a hole in the side of the crankcases, because they didn't change the oil, and it was trying to lubricate itself with fuel.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not really a big fan of the Vanguard engines.
I'm not anymore after what we went through.
No problems.
You know, Kawasaki's are pretty good. I haven't seen too many issues with head gaskets on them. You know, and if you take care of them, they run a while. And I really like the Colas because of the hydraulic lifters.
Yep.
You know, and I just gotta say, Briggs needs to change their design, because when you adjust the lifters in those, you gotta back it off a 1/4 inch from top dead center on each cylinder. That's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it is.
They make it so troublesome to adjust the valves in that thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, when I hear Vanguard now, I'm like, okay, yeah.
We'll pass. On to the next one.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because Briggs has been around so long.
Yeah.
You know? I had a Briggs and Stratton go-kart engine that was bulletproof.
They had like cast iron blocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I think Cola's on the right path with the hydraulic lifters.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. I'm 100% with you on that because
you know, there's really no maintenance to do to it.
Yeah. Torque it down, you're done.
Right.
Yeah.
But those Vanguards, they like blowing head gaskets. I've seen them, the leaf loaders.
Yeah.
I don't think they can handle the 18 horsepower, can handle the load force, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I have the 18 horsepower, and it's underpowered.
Read a couple of these, Jim?
I'm going through the comments real quick. It seems like we're having some back and forth discussion with everybody talking about their equipment, so I'm going to skip a few of them. But we are, let's go back. Let's start.
Ken's thing.
Yeah.
18 horsepower, 16 horsepower.
Okay, but before I go, I have a riddle question for you. Do you know the difference? Do you know what the difference between an 18 horsepower and a 16 horsepower Vanguard motor is? Answer: 2 horsepower. 2 horsepower.
I'm gonna say stroke of the engine.
Answer is 2 horsepower.
The answer is just 2 horsepower.
That's it. I was gonna say that, but I thought there was more to it.
I think most of the parts are the same. I think it uses the same top end. I think it just has a bigger bore. That's it.
Yeah. Same fuel tank and everything. Mounting. All right. Keep on rolling.
Yep. So we got 10 minutes. So we'll
wrap
want to cap it up in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
We've been on here for almost more than 2 hours now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brandon, we're gonna go for another 10 minutes until your Zoom is up.
Your timer runs out.
Yeah, my timer.
And then we'll hype this up next time in a couple
But then
weeks.
you guys will be
live.
here in person,
Yeah,
so
in
I think
person.
it'll be awesome.
We'll set this up.
Yeah.
Maybe in the living room or something where we have more space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the time
Yeah.
flies. It always does on here.
The beginning of this was a little tricky.
Yeah.
But it worked itself out.
Yeah. It's not the equipment that. Oh, you can read that.
Okay.
No, it's not the equipment that matters. It's the job you provide. Yeah, because you
For
know
sure.
when you start off, you see all these guys that who are bigger than you, and there's people who are still bigger than us, and we look at them and say like, holy crap! Like I would love to have whatever machine they have, like whether it's like a massive excavator or like a big mower. Or start off with like a 36 or something. You know what I mean? But it's all about the job you provide. That's what gets you a reputation, and we always try to stress the Google search, especially have good reviews on there. But the Google search As long as you have a good reputation, that's really what matters.
O'Flaherty said a little while back in chat, he wanted to know what equipment we use. He uses the right ZK.
I saw. Okay.
Yeah.
So O'Flaherty, I use a Walker mower, Walker MTGHS. It's a 2001 and a 2020 right stander.
Your catcher on your Walker mower is a newer one, right?
Yeah, I swapped it from a parts machine I had.
Yeah.
You can't even tell that thing is what,
It looks
22
brand new.
years old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It looks brand new.
Yeah.
And you guys got all the decals like right down to the bit. It looks really good.
Yeah, I went through it all. Well, I shouldn't say we went through it all. But yeah, we found it on the side of the road. It was going to the scrapyard, man.
Yeah. It's awesome. Looks like we need
Renee
to put
bought it
somebody
and
else
didn't even
in
tell me
front
about it.
Yeah. We have our cousin commenting here. We'll throw it in.
Renee bought it and didn't even tell me about it.
But, where were we?
Justin's
here?
going to get a 37 horsepower next fall. See, once again, if we're doing this fleet deal, don't talk me into it. The big, is it 37 or 40 horsepower tow behind leaf loader?
You know, the one we have is 31, but I mean,
It
either way,
works
it's
perfect.
night and day.
It works
night and
perfect.
day.
I'm not buying a brand new leaf loader for a long time,
That thing can.
if ever.
That thing, I mean, wet leaves is no problem. I mean, it kills everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I couldn't even imagine if it was like 40 plus. Like it would be like those.
I'm
giant
surprised
massive-
I didn't snap the crankshaft on mine.
Mhm.
Sometimes I suck up a big heavy load of wet leaves and the thing almost turns off.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
I'm
works
like, that
though.
can't be good for the engine.
Those are 18 horsepower regardless of the brand. They're affordable for us and you, and just like a standard landscaper. It works because you're only using it for a little bit of the season. It's not a humongous investment. But, it is nicer to have. The Freighton we have is what? It's probably over 10 years old. It is nice to have just a more horsepower and a bigger unit. But,
Yeah.
they're for sale.
Yeah.
I kick myself in the butt all the time for not buying the bigger one because I think my unit now is close to 8,000.
Really? The 18 horsepower?
I think it's close to $8,000.
Really?
Crazy.
I mean,
Yeah.
now is the time to buy. If anyone's looking for like a used tow behind, now is the time in February, March, January, when people are putting them away, and you can get them for a steal. And then, say if you were going to sell your 18 horsepower, sell it in September and get top dollar for it, right before the fall. Yeah.
I wish I would have spent the extra money
September,
and
get
just
top
bought the
dollar.
bigger one.
Yeah.
But you know, that's where you learn. You know, my new thinking process is buy the most horsepower you can afford.
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause,
So we were
you know,
going
you
back up.
definitely need it.
Here.
Mhm. What's that say?
He said
Freighton makes a 40
40
horsepower.
horsepower diesel. Interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
that thing will be a monster. I could already.
That's
that's work.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I wonder if they have like a gear. Do you think it would be straight off the crankshaft, or you think they would be
Probably
having
not.
it run on a gear because it doesn't turn RPM like
I don't
a
think
gasoline?
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
would.
that's that'd be a big problem. But maybe it would make up in the torque. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, RPM's your friend on
Yeah.
leaf loaders,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah,
Yeah, so we can read through these next ones. You only got 4 minutes left on that timer, so we'll go for another
We'll wrap this
4.
up.
But yeah, we can wrap it up and read some of these. You guys ever consider doing a fleet deal and reselling to make a profit if it's a machine you don't need but want the discount?
Yeah, that's tricky. I've done that with Red Max. I've purchased like 6 backpack blowers at once when I needed only 3, and then was able to sell off the other 3 and make a couple bucks. But then I still had to buy them. I used my credit card or I financed them or whatever, and then was able to sell them on Facebook actually,
Yeah.
but still had to pay my credit card off. So I was stuck with cash that I didn't want to deposit into the bank. But there's ways around that where people can do that, but I won't do that again, just for financial standpoint.
Did you guys buy that grade in tow behind used?
Yeah.
Wasn't that not running when you bought it?
No, that was running.
Oh, it was.
It was a guy going out of business off of Facebook.
I remember somebody commented and said, was that Sunnyside's old unit? But I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's a big landscaper around here.
Yeah.
I don't think that was. No.
Yeah.
Any last questions here? We got a couple minutes and we'll wrap this up.
Yeah, I just want to talk about this 65 horsepower engine thing. You see the townships. I don't know about you guys, but Brandon, around here, our townships come up and they suck up some of the piles around, like some of the bigger townships where there's like more packed in people. Those leaf loaders they have are monsters. I mean, those things like be nice to have one of them.
I've seen them with the like robotic arm that comes down with hose on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't have them in our area,
Okay.
but yeah, I've seen them. Those things are unbelievable.
Yeah. Some of them have like, I feel like, I swear to God, I've seen them. They have like a V6 or a V8 hooked up to them.
I think the bigger horsepower is what you're gonna see now from
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, look at the lawnmowers coming in at 37 horse now.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
My Standard only has 23 horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our Toro's at 23 and a half, I think. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I think everything is big horsepower now,
Yeah. It just
which I'm fine with.
the more horsepower, the more fuel that it's going to take, but you'll be able to get done faster, which you'll be more efficient. You'll save so much time and money. And you can be doing something else to be making money.
Yeah, it's going to increase engine life too, because it's not working as hard to do what it's got to do, you know.
All right, we'll read James' last question. Has to do with Walker. This is about a minute and 20 seconds. I have mostly 15,000 square foot lots and under. Is it worth getting a Walker? I love their cut, but it's hard to justify such a price tag when people are still used to paying $45 a cut. I think we'll probably both agree that buying a new Walker now is not worth it, as we've been talking about. To buy one cheaper, if you know how to wrench on your own stuff, check out Brandon's channel with his Walker rebuilds on the motors, and basically once the motor's out, you have access to all the other things too that are in weird spots.
Yeah, we should definitely we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
He's
We'll wrap this up. Check out Berndt
Berndt
Lawn Care.
Brandon, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey,
Thank you for having me, guys. It was an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for tolerating all of our technical difficulties. But watching, anyone watching here, what is it, March 30th, February 28th, we will be doing a joint live in person.
So yeah, we'll see you again very soon.
We'll see.